So what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are all doing well wherever you happen to be in the world, and just like me, you're probably so excited for F1 to start. Literally in just a month's time, we're going to be seeing these cars racing again on tracks. It's going to be great. But let's focus on this video right now, today. This current video that you are currently watching, the topic of this thing is a sequel to a video I did not too long ago on this very channel where I took real life photos from F1 races and tried to recreate them in the F1 2020 game, because if you don't know, there are some pretty meticulous controls in the game to take pictures of your cars with all the proper camera settings and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead, take these 3 photos and try to make them in F1 2020. Let's go. And before we properly get into this video, I don't want to exclude you guys from this challenge. I don't want to be having all the fun for myself. I've left my link to my Twitter in the description so you guys can take photos from F1 races and recreate them in the game. Tweet them at me at that link that I'm leaving for you below. I'd love to see what you guys come up with because it's lots of fun. But with that said, let's just get into this one right now. Just gotta do this every time. It's fine, just give it a sec. Okay, let's go. All right, so here we are in the car. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. This is photo number 1. We're taking a picture of Lando freaking Norris in Austria, where he got his first F1 podium. We all remember the race, but let's get around the track and see if we can replicate this pretty little photo of our British friend, Lando Norris. Pretty sure he was ripping around the final corner. Just like that, let's hop into our photographic mode, get to a point where we want to stop at, which I believe, ooh, Lando's being a cheeky little boy. He's got almost all 4 wheels off the track. Cheeky Lando, getting all those warnings. All right, first things and foremostly, we gotta zoom in. We gotta zoom in, baby. That's what we gotta do. So I'd say right about there, and then this has got some camera roll. He's got Lando, the photographer has Lando kind of sliding through space-time continuum. I don't know what I'm talking about. Regardless, we got to drop that shutter speed to about 1/500th of a second just to get the Pirelli logo all nice and smoothed out, because these cars are going super lickety-split. Got to boost that saturation because for some reason Codemasters just doesn't make their photos very saturated. Bump up that contrast. Make that papaya orange sing the way it's supposed to. And then we're gonna go over to the time of day, get that nice shadow on the right side of the car. Lovely, just like that. And that right there is a perfectly done, perfectly, if I do say so myself, executed photo of Lando Norris at the Red Bull Ring. Next photo. All right, so now for photo number 2, we're taking a Ferrari picture of Mr. Charles Leclerc, but also not Charles Leclerc. It's going to be my own driver in F1. That's fine. But he's ripping it around Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya in winter testing. Before we knew all this would happen, that this picture was taken from before all the shenanigans. Now, actually, I like this picture because it's got the Mission Winnow branding on it, and it actually kind of looks nice on the Ferrari. I'm of the minority that thinks it looks good. Obviously, it's not in the game because of pretty obvious reasons, but I'm gonna stop talking and take this picture for all of you. All right, so we're coming up on where I think this picture was taken. Whoop, that's a bit wide. You didn't see that, stewards. And now we're just gonna make sure we hit this perfectly. Perfect. Photo mode. Oof. Done. Let's go. Get it exactly lined up where we think it needs to be, which I think is right about here. We're going to move down just a little bit more so we get more of the beige barriers in the background, just like that. Gotta zoom in. I know you're screaming at me through your screen right now. All right, so camera roll, we gotta straighten Charles out just a little bit here. Let's go over set the medium tires, because in this picture, Charles is rocking the mediums. We gotta get that shutter speed down to 1/500th of a second. Get that blur going, baby. Then boost up that saturation. Bring out that scarlet red of the Ferrari. Make the Tifosi happy. Boost up that contrast. That's what we're doing now. We gotta change the time of day. Make sure those shadows are rocking to the right. Just like that, you can see we've got the shadow coming off of the suspension arm, that little bit hitting off the side of the car. And that, again, is a perfectly executed photo from me. I'm really proud of myself. That one felt really good, really efficient. Let's move on to the last photo. So the third and final photo that I'm going to be recreating for all of you this afternoon for me, whatever time that you're watching this is when it is, even if it's like 2 a.m. And if that's the case, just go to bed, get some sleep, and then come back to this in the morning, because we all got to be healthy and get our sleep. But regardless, final photo is going to be this picture of Pierre Gasly ripping it around Parabolica to his very first Formula One victory. Let's get on track. Speed her up. Not wasting any time here. Right there. Boomsies. We're going to go with that. That's close enough for me. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Literally, I'm 22 years old. Great. Okay. Boom. Boomsies. So, first and foremostly, medium tires. Second and foremostly, y'all know it already, 1/500th of a second. Other thing we gotta do, this is a bit more of a moody shot. Pump up that contrast. Really make it nice and moody. Bring up the saturation just a tad. Flip the lights to really get that harsh contrast on the left side. And I would say after all that effort, that is as close as it's getting to the final shot. I think that's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of myself. Now I can stop doing this, send it back to myself without the wheel and helmet, headset. Let's do that. So there they are, the three I was able to recreate in the Formula One game. I think they look pretty good, if I do say so myself. And don't forget, Twitter in the description. Tweet at me the photos that you're able to recreate in F1 2020. I would absolutely love to see what you guys come up with. But feel free to lick the stamp, send that subscribe button down below, drop a like if you really liked it, and don't miss the apex.